Right, well, hello. This is hopefully going to sound alright. I know there's some rain coming down pretty heavily. Um, but yeah, welcome to the first of hopefully many post-match chats with myself, Ben Green, with the Wycombe Way. I think they're probably the best Wycombe fan channel out there, so it's great to get the chance to help them and add a bit of content for those guys. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy it. It's just going to be like a 2-3 minute chat. Me giving my post-match thoughts every week, every home game. And yeah, we'll start with today with Morecambe. What a game, 4-3. Very reminiscent of a few games back in the League 2 days. Carlisle springs to mind. Doncaster in League 1 springs to mind. There was one more with Craig Smith where he scored in the 95th minute, which again today, Curtis Thompson, he scored in that Doncaster game and he scored today. And I have to say, I was stood in the terrace and probably had the best view in the stadium when that ball went in. Such a clean hit. Couldn't have done that again if he tried. But a proper tale of two halves today. Wycombe in the first half were really poor. Morecambe, I'd like to say they're impressive, but I think they were pressing well. Cole Stockton up front caused Anthony Stewart in particular quite a few problems. He got very tight to him, I think, too tight at times, which allowed Stockton to spin him and win free kicks and drag Morecambe forward. And Wycombe just didn't really get started in that first half. There was stray passes going left, right and centre. Stockdale had a few dodgy goal kicks and a few close moments. And overall, it looked like it was going to be one of those games where Wycombe just don't turn up. That happens at this level. It happens. They've had a lot of difficult games recently, a lot of travelling. And you're hoping going into the second half, in my mind, I was thinking a point would be a great result. But when you got the early goal from Horgan, I couldn't tell if it took a deflection. I'll have to watch it back. But that first goal really set the tone. I think the keeper probably should have saved it. And then obviously the main man, Folks, I know he's divided some opinion. I think he's been really good. I think he brings players into play, gives a space for McCleary, gives a space for Horgan and the other lads in midfield to get on the ball. And it's a classic Sam Vokes header, he beats his man, it's a good ball in. That's what you have to do with Vokes. You've got to actually get the ball in the right area for him. You can't just lump it in there like you do with Akinfenwa because he's so good in the air. Vokes is good in the air, but it's got to be the right service. And when it got to 2-2, you were thinking, Wycombe are going to go and win this game. Third goal goes in. It looked to me like Jacobson scored, but apparently Tafazoli's been given the goal. I thought Tafazoli just fell in a bundle in the net, really. But, classic JJ, he definitely meant it. And at that point, you think Wycombe are going to win the game. Morecambe didn't really have anything in the second half. They struggled to get out of their box. The keepers had a few dodgy goal kicks, and the manager, I think, got sent off. I couldn't work out. There was a big scuffle going on after the third goal, where someone got sent off. It looked like Morecambe had just lost their head, and Wycombe were going to win the game comfortably. And then 5-10 minutes later, Morecambe score again, 3-3. It was hard to see from the terrace whether that went straight in or there was a deflection. I'm going to have to watch that again. But either way, it ended up in the top corner. Stockdale had no chance of that one. And at 3-3, I'm thinking, God, if only we'd started the first half like we'd started the second. But in the 93rd minute, the ball falls kindly to Curtis Thompson, who absolutely rifles the ball into the back of the net, keeper no chance. And the scenes in the terrace is something we haven't got to experience for a long time. That was great. I think it's going to give the players a massive boost that they've won a game like this. I remember games like Carlisle back in League 2 where we were lucky to get a win, but we won. And that's the same today. Wasn't necessarily the best performance. On another day we could have drawn, we could have lost, but we've got the win, and that's the main thing. Going into the games next week, I think it's Gillingham at home next Saturday, which again is another winnable fixture. And look at Wycombe's home form, just to round this off. Again, the last time we got promoted from League 1, the home form I think was the joint second best in the league. It's like about 42 points. And again, this season I think it's either, if not the top, it's the second best in the league. I think it might be 100% yet to lose at home for sure. So if you can keep doing that, then you're going to take the pressure off the away performances. So when you pick up results like we did in the week against Shrewsbury, it's a bonus. So again, going into that game, hoping for a win, and yeah, hopefully some people find this interesting to listen to, and yeah, I look forward to doing more of them. Cheers.